It is on this note that I would like to invite the man who has been largely tagged as Mr. Projects, the man who has been a neighbor and our friend, our brother governor. Even though we are in court in several other matters, we have common areas that we agree. And this is one of the areas that we agree. And that's why I keep telling our people, politics is not to carry AK-47, to kill your brother, to kill your sister. We can disagree to agree. There are several areas that myself and Governor Wike are disagreeing. We are in court. And most times we meet in court. But today we are agreeing. And we called him, and without anything, immediately he responded and said, I am coming to Yenagoa. Thank you for coming. It is on this note that I'd like to invite you to make your brief remarks, and we proceed to commission this edifice. Your Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State.
Please be seated. Be seated, please. Your Excellency, my dear brother, my dear friend, the performing governor, the governor, just for 2 years in office, has performed more than those the other side who are almost been 8 years in office. Senator Doyediri. Your Excellency, my dear in-law, the supportive deputy governor of my dear friend of Bayelsa State. Distinguished senators here present and members of the House of Representatives, former deputy speakers, and like our governor said, once a senator is a senator, that's the conspiracy in the National Assembly. Speaker and members of the State House of Assembly that are here, Council Chairman, the Chairman of Governing Council of this medical university, and by the special grace of God, let me appreciate the people of Bayelsa State for appointing our own, one of the best in the medical profession, Professor Demi Briggs, to be the Chairman of Governing Council. And of course, the very versatile Vice Chancellor, an erudite scholar of this great university, and members of the University Management Committee. Our leaders at various levels, chairmen of parties, of course, our traditional rulers, particularly our own father, the father of Old River State, the Honorable Tuambras, Chief Alfred Dete Spiff, and other traditional rulers that are here. The great women of Bayelsa State, the great women of Rivers, and the people of Rivers State. The great Bayelsa youth. Let me therefore say, Bayelsa. Let me therefore say, Bayelsa. Alua. Alua. Ado. Now, first of all, on behalf of the government and people of Rivers State, let me congratulate our dear brother, his deputy and his able government for 2 years in office. It is not easy for every government or every governor to roll out to say, my people, come and join me in celebrating my 2 years or our 2 years in office. What are we celebrating? If you have nothing to show, you have nothing to show. If you haven't to show, you have something to show. And that's why the governor and government of Bayelsa State have invited people to come and see in our 2 years in office, see what we have done for the people of the state. So when you see people getting angry, that what are they doing? Show your own. Not so. Show your own. Deodri, as a governor under the People's Democratic Party, is telling Nigerians, I'm just 2 years in office. Come from Sokoto, come from West, come from East, come from South, come and see what I have done. It's simple. And that is why we have always said, when you have an opportunity, when you have the privilege, when God has given you the opportunity to serve your people, try as much as you can to say, God Almighty, I thank you for giving me this opportunity. God Almighty, I thank you for giving me the wisdom, for giving me the resources to be able to do something for my people. The other day, on the 10th of February, when my dear brother governor of Oyo State came, I was watching the program as he was commissioning that road. Some people may say, what is road? You don't understand. You don't understand our terrain. You don't understand where we come from. If you have 1 kilometer of road, you will begin to thank God Almighty. And this is a community that never seen road in their life. But under this administration, he was able to give them road. And somebody who does not understand will begin to say, what is 4.7 kilometers? It is more than 20 kilometers in some other areas. Today we are here. This is a young medical university. I do know what it takes to establish a medical university. A River State University, since its creation, there has never been a medical university. There has never been a medical faculty of medical sciences. Professor Remy Briggs is here. He knows what it takes to establish a medical university, not even talk about faculty of medical sciences. So this is purely all about medicine and other related courses. And I know how expensive it is. And I know when the National University Council Commission came, and even the Dental and Medical College, when they came and said, look, for you to have a full medical school, these are things you must do. These are things you must provide. And these are things that billions of naira for a medical school. And you cannot, medical courses is not like any other course. I'm sorry to say it. It's not like geography, it's not English, it's not this. Apart from law, the only way you can begin to talk about seriously is as it relates to health. And so you don't know what you have done to make sure that our students get the best, the quality that they deserve. I'm not surprised that Professor Remy Briggs is the chairman of the Governing Council, because I know you will get the best. But one thing Nigerians should know, this is the character of the PDP governors. Every time providing infrastructure, every time thinking of how states and this country can move forward. Why there are people giving excuses every day? Why I will not sign electoral act? Why this one? Why in Delima? Why not in Delima? Every day, excuses, excuses, excuses. Are we going to die for excuses? That is just what you see. But when you go to every PDP state, it's one project or the other. One project or the other. But when you go to their own, we're in Delima, we're in Delima. We are tired of being in Delima. Nigeria must come out of this Delima through PDP. Not so? Now let me tell you people what you may not understand. Let me use the opportunity. I know they are watching me now. Either they are watching reality, or they are watching channels, or they are watching NTA. Whichever one, they must watch us today. They must watch us. You see, I told Nigerians, I don't know why up till now we cannot understand a party. The party's modus operandi. You don't know why you can understand an administration. I told Nigerians, every time this government, this party will find an excuse of not signing an electoral act. In 2018-2019, when they inserted the card reader, Mr. President said, no, it is too early. I will not sign. Because they know if they had inserted the card reader of the 2019 election, it was difficult for APC to have won. Now we're in 2022, going for 2023. National Assembly in their wisdom said there must be direct primaries by all the parties. Mr. President came, no, why are you putting so? Put option, put this one. National Assembly in their wisdom have amended and agreed to what Mr. President said. Now again, Mr. President said I'm in dilemma, I'm consulting. What is the consultation? That there was a clause, or there is a clause that said if a minister or a commissioner, you want to run an election, you have to resign. That is why, up till now, Mr. President cannot assent to the Electoral Act Amendment. So what we are doing in this country is not for the interest of Nigerians. It's for the interest of my minister. It's for the interest of my commissioner. What is wrong if a minister resigns to go and run an election? What is wrong if a commissioner resigns to go and run? After all, when I was a minister, I resigned to run for governorship. I resigned and I won the primaries. So what is this hullabaloo about resigning or not resigning, and you keep Nigerians' faith hanging? Every day Nigerians are thinking. Every day Nigerians say, what's going to be the future? Where are we heading to? Because some ministers don't want to resign. They want to run an election. Some commissioners don't want to resign. They want to run an election. That is why a whole country, their future is hanging. Because President is contemplating. I love this, my minister. Governor is contemplating. I love this, my commissioner. That is why we cannot move forward. So, Mr. President Yenagoa is in Delima. Which is Delima? President is in Delima. Nigeria is in Delima. I will not tired of being in Delima. I will not tired. I told them one reason why they don't want to sign that Electoral Act Amendment is the inclusion of the transmission of the results electronically. That is the only reason.
Thanks for checking out SYMFONI on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.